For the final award today, I am honored to present the NGWA's top award, the Ross L. Oliver Award, for outstanding contributions to the groundwater industry. It's really super to be able to present this award to the 2012 recipient of the Ross L. Oliver Award to Tom Downey, CWD PI of Downey Well Drilling.
Tom has been working in the industry for almost 38 years, starting part-time while in high school. He was with the same company in 2005 when he and his brother Dave started Downey Well Drilling, Inc. Tom believes involvement in professional organizations is critical and has been involved in the Nebraska Well Drillers Association and the NGWA for most of his career. It was during Downey's tenure as NGWA's president that the association established the Robert Storm Interdivisional Cooperation Award, a reflection of Downey's commitment to fostering unity among all groundwater professionals to benefit the public and groundwater. Lee Orton, Tom's mentor, described Tom as the embodiment of the true groundwater profession, setting a major example to his professional colleagues and consumers of the good works of this industry. Tom is always a willing spokesperson for the industry in business, community, and government forums. Lee added, Tom is indeed an example for others to emulate. Tom's greatest inspiration is to build the legacy of our company to be the best we can be and continue this philosophy into the next generation of customers, clients, employees, and family. Tom added, what we do is vitally important to the livelihood of all those I mentioned. The stewardship of our groundwater resource is the ultimate goal. When giving advice to those new to the industry, Tom suggests educating yourself, finding a mentor, getting involved in local, state, and national organizations, and finding balance in your entire life. Tom believes passion for your career is one thing, but in order to be in balance, you must have a passion to live a well-rounded life. In his spare time, Tom enjoys watching NASCAR races and the Cornhuskers and spending time with his buddy Max. Tom's career has been and continues to be rewarding, and he is extremely grateful to all who have crossed paths with him, all of whom he feels have had a part in his success in the groundwater industry.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank John and NGWA and the Award Subcommittee, and certainly Lee Orton has been a big supporter all the years, and my family. I'm very grateful that my family are all here today, and for the first time in our history, I have all three boys working for me, working for our company, and also my father, so we can proudly say that we're a three-generation company. And Christopher's in our ag pump division. He's got a history already and a career started. He worked for a couple of manufacturers. He's now with our company. Brent came to work for us last July. He's a CPA. He's our CFO controller, but he can also drill water wells, which comes in pretty handy. And then Ryan is training to be a driller. So I feel really grateful, and it's a privilege to be part of this industry and all the support that many of you out there have had in my success. And you know, when I got this award, it was very humbling and it's totally unexpected. And I'll tell you a little story about getting humbled, and it goes way back. I was young, getting involved, felt the need to serve, and I met Lee Orton in his office south of the Capitol, and we had some legislation to go testify. My first time at testifying before the Natural Resources Committee. Lee, if you know Lee, he's very meticulous. He's an attorney, getting me all prepped, dressed up in a suit. He says, well, I think we need to get over there. And he says, you need to do anything about it? Yeah, I need to stop in the men's room. So anyway, we're trudging across the street, about ready to go into the Capitol door, and he says, oh, by the way, he said, your fly is open. You might want to take care of that. So I was flying high for a little while, then I got humbled. And Lee, I checked my fly back there, okay? So that was in the early years, and certainly been a lot of good experiences since then, and it's a great industry. And you know, the relationships that you build is something that's invaluable. And you know, I didn't know what all I was going to say, and I know it had to be short, but I'm going to give you an example of what just happened to me and our company before I came out here. It was Friday night, Friday evening, and I was working on some engineering for a feedlot wastewater booster pump station, and my municipal industrial manager slides this paper under my nose, and he says, "Hey, you need to do this." Well, we'd gotten a contract with F.E. Warren Air Force Base out of Cheyenne to do some dewatering wells for missile launch facilities and some missile alert facilities, and one of the things, it was about all I remember, it was by the alphabet each point, so it was 26 things, and at the bottom of this thing was qualifications. Well, one of them was to be licensed in the state of Colorado. Well, we got that covered, and the next one was they wanted a registered geologist on site. And I'm going, well, what are we going to do about this? Well, the next Saturday morning, I got up, cup of coffee, 5:30 in the morning, got Fox News on, not CNBC, Fox News. And I'm thinking, bingo, I know a guy. He's from Colorado, he's a registered geologist. Not only that, he is a representative with our screen manufacturer that we're going to use in these wells. But then I couldn't, in my organizational ways that my CPA son needs to fix, I couldn't find his contact information. So I call our supplier, who came from the contracting industry in southwest Kansas, and he answered the phone. I said, "Hey, Steve, what are you doing?" I said, "Are you working today?" "Yeah, I am." I said, "What are you doing?" He says, I'm moving cattle." Okay. He answered my phone on a Saturday morning. That's a good thing. I said, "Hey, I need Tom's number. I got this issue, and you're working with us on this project. We got to have all these submittals turned in. I got to go to Vegas. I got all this stuff going on." He says, "Yeah, I got his contact information." So he's sitting on a horse somewhere in northern Nebraska. He says, "Yeah, so give me all the contact information." So then I call that number. One didn't work, didn't go to voicemail. The other one did. And I thought, okay. I Googled his name, and I found his bio on some NGWA stuff, and I knew Tom pretty well, and I figured he'd probably agree to it. But anyway, the phone rings. It's Tom. And he says, "What's up?" He says, I explained to him I needed a registered geologist on this project in Colorado. And he says, "Hey, I just headed out the door." I said, "I bet you're headed to Vegas." "No, I'm headed out to walk my dog." Okay, that's good. And he says, "I'd be happy to do that for you." But my point is, over the many years that I've been involved here, that's the beauty of this organization, this industry. You build those relationships. You use NGWA for the catalyst for those relationships. And when you need something, even when it's on a weekend, even when one guy's out moving cattle on his family's ranch, and when the other guy's headed out the door to walk his dog, they'll come through for you. So that's the great part of this organization. I thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
No, you just sit down.